One instruction from Jesus can change a night of failure into a lifetime of abundance. The miracle was not in the net, it was in the obedience. All night they labored, all night they struggled, all night they hoped, yet the nets remained empty. Sometimes life gives you empty nets, empty pockets, empty opportunities, and empty strength. Peter and his companions had worked through the darkness, giving everything they had, yet nothing changed. They were tired, they were discouraged, they were ready to go home defeated. But when man had given up, heaven stepped in. Jesus stepped into Peter's boat and gave an instruction that made no sense. Launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch. Peter had every reason to refuse. Logic said no. Experience said no. Failure said no. The evidence of the entire night said no. But faith spoke louder than failure. And Peter answered, "Master, we have toiled all night and caught nothing. Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net." That one sentence changed everything. The moment obedience touched the water, the miracle began. The deep surrendered its hidden treasures. Fish came from every direction. The nets filled beyond imagination. The blessing became so great that the nets began to break. They signaled for their partners to come and help. Another boat arrived. Then another miracle happened. Both boats became so full that they began to sink under the weight of abundance. What a whole night of human effort could not produce. One word from Jesus produced in a moment. Listen carefully. Your breakthrough is not always in working harder. Your breakthrough is often in obeying deeper. The blessing you have been praying for may be waiting in the place. God is asking you to trust Him. When Jesus speaks, impossibility loses its power. When Jesus speaks, failure does not have the final word. When Jesus speaks, empty nets become overflowing nets. So don't quit at the shore. Don't let yesterday's disappointment stop tomorrow's miracle. Launch out into the deep. Trust His voice. Obey His word. Because one instruction from Jesus can turn a season of frustration into a testimony of abundance. And when God decides to bless you, your net will not be able to contain it. Your boat will not be able to carry it. For the God who filled Peter's nets is still the God of miracles today. Nevertheless, at His word. Caption: The greatest miracle in Luke 5 was not the fish. It was the obedience of Peter. Sometimes God's instructions won't make sense to your experience, but they make perfect sense to His power. One act of obedience can unlock blessings too large for your net to contain. Don't quit at the shore. Launch into the deep. Moral: Your next breakthrough may be hidden behind an instruction that doesn't make sense. Obedience opens doors that effort alone cannot open. Comment nevertheless at your word if you believe. Follow for more powerful faith-building messages.